Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I need to talk to you guys. Pretty serious thing. We didn't plan for it, but it worked out. Where both parties were happy. So, yeah. Everything is gone. Except for the legend car. We sold out all of the go-kart stuff. Anything that we had to do with a go-kart is sold. And yeah, it's a kind of a bittersweet moment. For the last 14 years, the go-karts and the sportsman class has been, part of our lives. And now it's gone. But we're on to bigger and better things. We're going to move on, and we're going to focus on the legend car. Dad's going to drive. I'm going to be crew chief, and we'll move forward. And really looking forward to getting into this thing and seeing how Dad can do with that. Moving on, we got some parts for the legend car. We got the scales. So we got new scales because the kart scales were not heavy enough. So we sold those and we got bigger and better ones. These ones are actually wireless and they're Proforms. So they're actually really, really nice scales. I will show you guys them in a little while. But we don't have a platform anymore like we had for the kart that was level. That we leveled out, I should say. So what we're going to do is I'm going to find a decent level spot here in the floor, and then we're going to mark it with some paint, and that'll be where we scale every single time. And then we're just going to kind of go through the car a little bit and write things down. They wrote stuff down for us when we bought the car, but we're going to go through, write it all down as to what we have here in our shop, and then go from there. So, yeah, we'll take you guys along. All right, so they are. Excuse me. They're pretty level, right there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of mark them a little bit with a Sharpie, and then we'll roll the car into place, and then we'll see where the platforms actually got to be, and then we'll mark them good, and then we'll roll the car off, and then we'll move the scales, paint them, that kind of stuff. Does that make sense? All right, let's do that. All right. All right, so I kind of marked out the scale pads and then got it kind of sitting on there. They look pretty good, honestly. So I think I'll probably just leave it like that. But these Proform scales are pretty sweet. So they're wireless. So you got the little brain box, and then you can plug the brain box actually into a PC. And then you can save everything right down there. So yeah, pretty sweet. But something crazy going on the road. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna roll it off of these. So these are roll-on, roll-offs. You don't have to jack it up by yourself. It's really hard to get the car on them, but rolling it off won't be too bad. So I'll roll them off and then probably paint the floor up and then go from there. Look who showed up, to work finally.
Yep.
So we scaled, we wrote down the numbers. We didn't really do anything, honestly. We just put it on there, checked the numbers, and that was that. But now what I did was I checked all my ride heights, and they're all right here. So that's all center to centers of the eyelets of the shocks at ride height, and then we're gonna go put them in the smasher and just write down the load number at that height, so we just have it as a baseline.
Sure.
I'm kind of figuring this all out too. Makes it a little nicer. Reset that. Hook your tape. Like that. And then we want to go to 14 3/4. We're at 14 3/4, and we're at 164 pounds at ride height. Kind of neat, ain't it? It says negative, but that's just because the load cell's backwards. So yeah. Bring a pen with you? Because I didn't prepare. Oh no, I did. Yeah, just like that. What we did to measure the ride height was we set the car at ride height with the ride height gauge to the floor, and then we just measured center to center of the eyelet of the shock. That gave us the 14 3/4 on the right front, and then so that's what we set that at, and then that gives you your load number at ride height. That way then if we ever go to change a spring, we can just set it at that load number and the ride height will be the same. But the spring rate will change, in theory. That's how it's supposed to work anyway.
Yep.
A little bit different than the go-kart. We're not used to having suspension, so crossing our T's, dotting our I's here. The springs rated, and we got all that done. Dad's putting the tires back on. If If you guys don't know yet, Speedway Motors has these really cool chrome lug nut sockets that are actually like balanced, so you can really zip them and not have to worry about it. Not that you really want to zip these ones, but they don't wobble, unlike the cheap ones. I would highly recommend that. Check that out. And then, yeah. They're 5 Ugas tight.
Huh?
5 Uga Dugas.
Oh.
That's how you measure. That's how you measure tightness with lug nuts, Dad. Dude, you gotta go Uga Dugas.
That's it, huh?
Yep. So, all right. I think that's it.
Huh.
I think Dad's happy. I'm happy.
If we had our lift, we could just lower it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully.
It's coming.
Hopefully we'll have a new lift here in the near future to showcase for you guys. I don't know how much I want to give out quite yet, but we'll see. So stay tuned. Keep watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Got to thank all of the sponsors on the car. We got Eau Claire Diesel, Boosted RCs, Legends Direct, Built 2 Media, Stepping Stones, MBTV Sports on YouTube. Go check them out. Liquid Nitro, Continental Products, Triple Valley Starter, and Rodell's sandblasting. They sandblasted the trailer tires, so gotta thank them. And yeah, so Grandpa Bill is gonna be at the racetrack hopefully Sunday.
Well, hopefully Sunday.
Hopefully Sunday. We'll see.
See what happens.
You ain't never seen nothing like this. Never thought it'd be so enticing. Oh, it'll pull you in with a tight grip. Shines like a diamond, bright when the light hits. Oh, shifting your senses, lifting you up to a different dimension.